Hi, and welcome back to the Baddie and Bliss podcast.
I'm your host, Nancy.
And I'm Marionette. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
And turn on your notifications because you do not want to miss a single episode.
Okay, baddies, let's get into it. I think that we've been reflecting a lot on everything that we've experienced in the last couple of years, depending on where we are with our journey or where you are with your journey. I know for me it has been at least, really 8 years. Really my lifetime when you think about it. But things have just like the last 2 years have been
falling into place.
Just kind of crazy, you know? Mm-hmm. And right now we've been talking, you and I,
off camera,
and because we talk like almost every day, and we are going through very similar situations in our lives, in very different areas, but very similar. Mm-hmm. And we are also in a very grounded place, I would say, and we are being like, if 2 + 2 = 4, then what is this? We really are, and we've had a week that has been kind of intense, no? In a good way, I would say.
Mm-hmm. It was a full moon, and it feels like it really hit us. It hit home for me.
Yeah.
Because it was about releasing, letting go, and I did let go. And then I called her, and we were talking. I was like, dude, like this is this. She's like, well, that's a mirror of what like I'm living to, letting go.
Letting go.
So, where have you had moments where your intuition, your vibes, the universe is tugging at you to like, hey, girl,
get your shit together.
Ahorita, no es para mañana, es para hoy. O sea.
Yeah. Well, okay, so going back to what you were saying about, we just went through the last full moon of the year, and it was a very significant moment because it landed on my second year anniversary that I lost my job.
That's right.
And I just felt like this is like the first time that I had a reflection moment on it. And I was just like, I got so emotional and I was crying, but in a good way, because I remember when I got fired. Technically I did get fired, but again, we're going to talk about it another day. But when I lost my job, I did not think that I was going to make it through that.
Right.
Because it wasn't like just the job, it was also like what was attached to it, and also what I had envisioned for myself. I didn't have a vision past that. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a vision past getting a good job, even though I knew that job was not permanent, and I knew that I could lose it at any moment, and never, whether it was that job or another job. But I was holding on to something else with the hopes that it can set me up to continue that vision, of like working my way up in a job. And I you know what I mean? Like,
right.
I feel like, soy bien chingona. Wherever you put me, I'm gonna
period. You're always gonna
like I'm always gonna be like a lead. I'm always gonna be like an influential person. So for me, I'm like, I just need to get into a job, and then I'm gonna be running that shit, And then when that was gone, it was like,
wow, what do I do now?
What do I do now? And I did not think. I remember leaving my job that day after it, it all happened. And I remember like I was gonna get in the freeway, and I pulled over, and before I got in the freeway, because I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah. This episode's gonna be about vibes, magic, and intuition. What does your intuition mean to you?
Right.
Like, what does magic mean to you? What is
energy, vibes,
and intuition?
Dreams,
right? Dreams too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think? Because I know I have very vivid dreams. I don't dream a lot, but when I do, I have vivid dreams.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're always telling me a huge message, right? Mm-hmm. And vibes, we feel the vibes everywhere.
Yeah.
Right. Like you either click with someone or you don't.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that hard.
Well, I think all of it combined is really just energy, right? And having gone through this journey and connecting into, because I feel like the last 2 years have really been like me tapping into my spirituality and really connecting, which is what led me to really reflect on all of these things like vibes, energy, intuition. So for me, I would say like up until maybe recently, the only form of connection I had to my spirituality was through dreams. Like you kind of mentioned it right now. And like the people that know me know, you know. So that's the way that I receive messages. And I'm not saying I'm a witch. I'm not saying I'm a fortune teller.
I'm sorry, I'm a white witch.
But
so
we don't know, you know.
No hago maldiciones, solamente bendigo.
Well, you know, I will say this though, my cycles always align with
moon?
the full moons or the new moons. Always. Like they change. They
What
change.
kind
So
of
I'm like,
moon
yeah,
witch
maybe.
are you?
Honestly, at the end of the day, you could be whatever you want. So if I
What did we say if we were back in the other in those years?
If we were back in the day, like we would be.
Nos hubieran colgado,
Nos hubieran quemado.
Sí, yeah. Because nos hubieran dicho witches and all that.
Independent girls, witches.
Right. It's just called having an intuition.
Critical thinkers, witches.
She wants to be
rebeldes,
smart.
witches. Soy rebelde parrandera. You know, como dice Jenny Rivera. Yeah. So
were you having dreams already leading up to that? Were you having any
not
kind
about
of
my job?
Signals,
no.
Any energy? You didn't feel any energy at work?
No, like, I did. Not about my.
Should I move something?
No, I knew in my core that I wasn't supposed to be there. Ooh, like I knew in my core, just like I knew in my core that I was not supposed to be in that relationship anymore. Ooh. Yes, we're gonna go there. And yeah, so I knew in my core, but I ignored it. You know, and I wasn't paying attention to signs. Like last time we mentioned The Alchemist, and if you read the book, it'll tell you have to. The signs are everywhere. You just have to pay attention. So I went so long with not only not paying attention, I was dead ass ignoring them. I was like
she said, walking blind woman. Hey, las red flags are there, but he's still a good man, yeah. Savannah.
Como
he's
dice,
good man,
como dice, no hay peor ciego que alguien que no quiere ver. And I did not want to see. I did not want to see myself out of a job. I did not want to see myself out of that relationship because I had convinced myself that that is the life that I wanted, or that is what was for me. And now when I think back, you know, it's been 2 years of this journey of like no job and no relationship, and I'm just like, wow, like, I mean, and you could see, you know, I'm glowing. She
said, okay, I saw her today get out of the car. Like, we talk every day, but we don't always see each other. Yeah. And my friend, I met her 15 years ago, it feels like, and she was a certain size. And then over the years, life happens.
Yeah.
And
depression, anxiety.
And that puts a lot of pressure on your body, and you start to certainly hold. Emotions make you hold the weight on for protection. Yeah. Do some research, it'll pop up. The moment you start to let go, a lot of things let go, including weight. So my friend gets out of the car, and I'm like, okay, skinny? Yeah. Who's the skinny mini?
I've lost 30 pounds this year.
And no, she's not taking that one thing.
I wish I had the money to do it because I don't. Because I would.
I told her, "Are you on O?" No,
yeah.
Okay.
But in reality,
I want to say it.
I haven't even done. I mean, I don't think when because people have asked me, people see me and they're like, "What are you doing? You know, what are you doing?"
Wait, pause. Homegirl eats pastas almost every day. Y'all.
No, not every day.
She be cooking pasta at least once a week.
Yeah, at least once a week. Yeah, but okay, I will say this though. My schedule when I was in a relationship was very like late night type of schedule. Right. So I was eating kind of late. We were eating out a lot. And also like just being depressed, like you don't have the willingness to be out and about. You don't have the willingness to like, you're kind of like, man, I just want to make it through today. Like you do not really care what you look like. I didn't. I know I didn't. Like I've never had a moment where I'm like, I don't like the way that I look. I mean, yeah, I did have moments that I felt like that, but it didn't matter enough to me to want to do something about it.
Estaba robando tu glow.
Oh, yeah, honey. You know, some of these men, they just, man and women. Energies, I mean, spaces, environments.
Humans.
Like, it just sucks the life out of you. My job was sucking the life out of me, and my relationship was sucking the life out of me.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So what do? You go into depression mode, automatic mode. Suddenly it's just like doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah. Well, because okay, let's we're not gonna, it's not like this is not the struggle Olympics, you know. It's like we can't say who has suffered more than others, right? But it's Say,
like that.
you know, the struggle Olympics.
Struggle.
Because sometimes people are like, oh, I've been through this. Like, okay, like that. Everybody has a different experience and everybody reacts to things differently. So we're not going to get to say who has gone through more than others.
Said, I'm a survivor.
I'm not going to give up. So it's just think, I was in a job that I was very unhappy and that did not align with my life path. And I was also in a relationship where I was unhappy. My needs were not met. And I almost felt like the last 2 years of that relationship, like it's almost like you're drowning and the person is just watching you drown.
Oh, that is like the worst.
You know what I'm saying?
Ever.
And I focused so much on that for a long time because I'm like, and just kind of built resentment towards the other person.
Of course.
But then before I the last year of the relationship, I was like, I gotta really focus. Once I got fired, I was like, I gotta focus on me and I gotta do what makes me happy because it's sink or swim right now. And I still have to wake up every day and figure out what am I gonna do to pay my rent, to pay my bills. I was fortunate enough that I had support from my family and friends, and I know even if it came down to it, my partner would have stepped up or whatever. But I knew that this was a moment where I needed to do something for myself. Yeah. Like I knew, for me, it's like I could just move in towards the direction that we've been fighting to get this relationship in, but I will always look back on my comeback and feel like somebody else gave it to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to focus on me. I'm going to do what I have to do because this is where I'm put. And when I feel like I'm in a better place, when I feel like I'm back up, then I can resume with this relationship, right? But then when I got there, I was like, no. Because, you have to realize one thing. One thing I realized, and that this is not, like I said last time, I don't have no negativity or illness towards my partner. I really don't give a, I don't care. But you cannot,
this is not personal.
Yeah, this is not personal. Well, there's things I could say, but we're just going to keep it cute.
We're not on that episode right now, girl.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet. But one of the things that really, really helped me, and not just with my relationship, but with different things, because we have relationships all around us, right?
All around us.
You can't expect someone to give you something that they're not even able to give to themselves.
Ooh.
Yes. He was not able to give me the things that I needed because he can't even give those things to himself.
Oh, that hurts.
No,
yeah.
So if you follow a person that has no vision, they're gonna lead you nowhere. And that is exactly what was happening. So I was like, nah, this sad story is not gonna be my life. I gotta get my together.
And how many people choose to stay there?
Yeah.
Even though they feel the energies, they know the gut feeling is there. The signs are left and right, up, down, and everywhere you look, it's there. The gut feeling, that energy of like that person might walk in and you're just already, you feel the like, here we go again.
Yeah.
Like when is she gonna get it together? When is that human gonna, me va a escuchar or put me,
When are you gonna want something better for yourself?
And there's people that some people not
don't.
meant, and this is not against anyone.
Yeah.
Some people are just not able to want more for themselves, and that's okay. Maybe they have so much stuff, baggage in their life that unless they do the work, and some people choose specifically, it shows more in the male community.
Yeah.
Ethnic men, especially because you are taught to un hombre no puede llorar.
Yeah.
You can't show your feelings. You have to be the macho. You gotta just go to work and suck it up.
You gotta get over it. You gotta move on. You gotta do what you gotta do.
So yeah, therapy is not a thing. It's not common.
Right.
I feel like the Latina women are, at least I'm speaking for us.
Yeah.
We have opened that door. I know que for sure se miraba como estás loquita porque vas con el therapist. Estás loca.
Yeah.
That feeling of like, why are you gonna go talk to some stranger about your personal problems? Because it's driving me crazy.
Because it helps, you know, and like we see it. We're gonna have another episode where we talk more about therapy and stuff like that, and like what our journey has been, because it's kind of been like a long journey.
Yeah.
But yeah, like some people, like you said, some people choose to stay in either relationships or jobs or environments that are just not good for them.
Y los años pasan,
Y los
guys.
años pasan.
Los años pasan.
I know.
And your skin shows it. They say, there's a famous saying, okay, at your 20s, it's the face God gave you. In your 40s, it's the face you gave yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to hold grudge, resentment, negativity, se enseña en la cara. I'm sorry. You drink a lot of alcohol, you do drugs, it's going to show. You could have been the most prettiest, most handsome person in high school. And then in the next 20 years, from 20 to 40, all you did was self-hatred without even realizing it. What do you expect?
You know what's so funny? Because you mentioned right now the drinking, and you know how I just my drinking habits changed so drastically. Yeah. You know, but I knew that when I got fired, I'm like, I have to make a conscious decision to cut back on my drinking because then I'm going to spiral.
And your face has been softening up.
Oh yeah.
Have you noticed?
Yeah. Well, estaba hinchada. You know what I mean? Estaba hinchada. Like, you know what's so crazy? Because you know how my dog. Yeah. So I feel like my dog is really one of the biggest signals that the universe has sent me. Like, I feel like when I found my dog, that literally is what kind of changed things around. Yeah. I was looking back. I've been looking at pictures and videos like a lot about different things in the last 2 years.
Was that 2 years ago when you found your dog?
It's gonna be 2 years in May.
Ooh, that viral TikTok.
That viral TikTok.
Her video went viral, y'all. If you haven't seen it.
And so, cause you're saying, and the video did go viral, and like I had people like send us gifts, and we were doing like an opening, you know, like a baby shower, opening the regalos and shit, like the clothes, the little clothes I'm gonna get us to a baby. And I was looking at those videos, and I remember I'm looking at those videos, and I'm like, you could just see how like broken I was, you know, like how I looked physically, my demeanor, and my dog knew that. And you know, she was like, that's why I feel like our relationship is so special, because like we literally saved each other.
Yeah, because she was broken herself.
Yeah, she was. I
remember que tenía miedo to even get in your car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then she's like, if you grab like anything, like a stick, or like you grab a broom, and she'll start like shaking. There was also a time that she wouldn't really like mouse. Like if somebody was passing by, she would get scared. She would go into her little house or whatever. No, ahorita la cabrona is hot man. She's like, homegirl is not scared of anything. She wants to be out and about. Yeah. She said, my mama's a baddie, and so am I. So
she said, mom's feeling great. I'm feeling fabulous.
Yeah. So yeah, to see like how we've, you know, kind of like progressed in the last year and a half. Yeah. I do feel like that was kind of like you know how you're going down, and that was like because so many things.
You hit rock bottom.
Yeah, I did. And I remember, oh my God, there was a day that I was just crying. I couldn't. My friend had invited me to do like a catering thing for his birthday. And I am so thankful for that, because he was like, what way can we support? And I remember trying to this was probably like a month after I got fired. And I remember trying to gather the things. And I was like in the yard, like gathering the stuff that I needed for the event. And I was just crying. And I was like, I don't want to do this, but I want to do this, but I don't want to do it, you know? And my mom, she came out. Oh my God, I don't hope I don't get emotional, but my mom came out and she was like, you know, ¿qué tienes or whatever? And I'm like, Mom, like, I just don't know. Like, I don't know who I am. I don't know, like, what to do. I don't know, like, what step to take. Like, you know, like, and I was just crying, you know? My mom was like, you know, my mom basically, like, in other words, was like, you know that you're a strong person, you know that you will figure it out. And yes, right now, like, you hit rock bottom, because this is rock bottom. She's like, but there's no other way to go after that but up. Yeah. And if you want it, you could do it, because I believe in you, and you've shown me up until this point that whatever you want, you do, and whatever you want, you make it happen. And you know, I'm here for whatever you need, and you know your family's here for whatever you need. And I was like, oh my God. So we went to do the catering event. Dude, I was exhausted. Like, my whole body hurt so much, because it's so much work. I don't know if you guys know this, but selling food and doing like all of that is a lot of work. It's so tiring. But I remember that day I was so exhausted physically. But that was kind of like the first time that I felt like mentally strong.
Wow.
And I'm like, I like this feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like this feeling. So I kept searching for that feeling,
Yeah.
and this is where I am now. I'm searching the things that make me feel good right now.
Good.
So if it doesn't make me feel good, I don't got time for it.
Oh, yeah, and that goes to everyone watching this.
Yeah.
If you're stuck and you will continue to do things that you feel it, you go home and at the end of the day you're like, why did I do that? Stop.
Yeah.
Even if it means taking a huge risk on you and taking that chance.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise this happens. The universe goes, okay, you're not gonna do it on your own. Let me do it for you.
Well, I mean, I will say though, it doesn't happen to everyone.
That's true.
I know that I am blessed and highly favored. So God said, "Girl, you are one of my angels. You are one of my babies," and
yeah,
that's the truth. Because some people will never make that connection. Some people will live their entire life stuck in that cycle.
Well, they'll
unfortunately,
just keep going
you know,
down.
or you make it worse, and some people develop addictions. So many things. I mean, we can get into it so much, but
this
it is a lot. You know,
this is what can happen when you do take the other route.
Yeah.
Of like, okay, no voy a dejar que me venza.
When you choose yourself.
Yeah. Bet on yourself always, as they say.
Yeah. And like we were saying, it's been 2 years since I got fired. Time moves so fast. And like we said it in the last episode, if you're waiting for something to get started, if you're waiting for time, money, experience to do what you want to do, to try something out, don't wait. Like, don't wait. Just do it right now. Like, look at us. Look at us. Look at these baddies doing this podcast.
Always.
Creating a community.
Where in your life have you actually felt them and still ignored them? And then where did you take them?
I feel like the most obvious is obviously like your stomach. You know?
Yeah, where do you feel your intuition? In your panza?
I feel it in my stomach. Okay. And I also feel it in, you know, it's so crazy because we talked about the butterflies, right? And how, like, is it anxiety? Is it butterflies or is it anxiety?
Don't go for the butterflies.
And I was having brunch with my friends last week, and we were talking about different things, you know. Everybody's going through different things in their lives, and I was just like sitting there, just like giggling, you know, like I felt like, I don't know, me siento como, you know, cuando estás enamorada?
Yeah.
You know, that's what I mean with the butterflies. And I feel like that is the feeling that I have about life right now. But very specifically about certain things, like I feel that, and that's how I know that that is what's meant for me. You know what I'm saying? Like this podcast, all the other things that I'm trying to work on.
That you are working on.
Yeah, you're right. That I am.
Because you're
working on. Yeah.
Or you're not doing. That's what we're gonna learn in this podcast.
Yeah.
We're either sitting here doing the podcast,
or we're not,
or you're sitting in your bed thinking about it. That's it.
Yes.
Because we could have stayed in the DMs of like, oh, algún día.
Yeah, like so many things, you know, like so many things that we say we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then we don't do it. And but yeah, I mean, like I think, like for me, like I say, I don't know, it's just like it's a feeling that I cannot explain, you know, like when I feel like I gotta go with this.
Do you feel like you're connected to that intuition a lot more now than you were 2 years ago?
Oh, 100%. That's what that like crying, when I was telling you I was crying to my mom, it was about that, because I feel like I've always had an intuition, a connection. Like I've always felt it, and people around me have told me that too. But I felt like the last couple of years it was gone.
Can you think of an instant where you felt that and you didn't listen to it and you had consequences, and a time where you felt it, you did listen to it and you were like, of course it worked out because I did listen to myself?
Yeah. So like I said, with my relationship, I had a lot of moments where I felt like I need to get out of this relationship. I did have a lot of moments. It's almost like being a kid. I mean, I guess the feeling I can relate it to is like when you're a kid and you get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and you know, el chancla.
Yeah. You're like, oh, like let's say you did something bad, and you're like, y cuando llegue a la casa no me la voy a acabar.
Que me van a dar.
No me la voy a acabar, you know?
You start thinking, ama, ¿cómo le digo, ama? Es que ama.
How am I gonna explain this, you know?
But people used to wear 3
Yeah.
jeans, they said.
Yeah.
I have friends that were like, yeah, me ponía 3 jeans because I knew I was going to get a beating or sweats, and I didn't do any of that.
Honestly, my parents were not like that.
I got 3 beatings in my life.
No, they did with my ass. I'm not
Literally.
gonna say they didn't, but they were not like that. Not in a way of no. We're gonna get too much into it. My mom was more so. She was always like, I have to sit down and talk to my children
That's
and
good.
reason with them.
Maybe we could do a whole.
Yeah, we should because
what is it? Parenting. How
Parenting?
they now you can see it on social media everywhere. How we're reparenting our parents
Yeah.
almost,
Oh,
like
yeah. Yeah, yeah,
reparenting ourselves.
talk about it.
Anyway, so
I'm still
tell me
reflecting on it.
the moments
Okay,
where you did follow it and it worked out, and you were like,
Yes.
yes, I gotta
So,
trust this more.
I starting to see my life that it was already like changing in a positive way. I had these like realization, and I was like, I'm not going to see the other side of my life until I really let go of the things that are not for me. And that was my relationship. That was kind of like the last thing that I was kind of holding on to, because I kept seeing like for example, losing my job, right? And being able to even find a way to, even if it wasn't a lot of money that I was making, but I found a way to make enough to pay my bills. And I went the whole year with my apartment, having groceries in my refrigerator, like just being in gratitude. Like when I started to see life, I'm like, okay, I'm actually making it happen. Let's see what else I can do. And I remember one day thinking like, I'm never going to really see how amazing or how much better my life can get until I let go of this relationship. And the moment that it culminating, it was after an argument, and I literally was like, I had that feeling in my stomach, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I just like, I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm out. And even being out in that moment, I was like, there's a lot of doubt, right? Because it's not so much of like, I can't make it with this person, because I know I could, but there's years of attachment. There's years of that is your person. There's so much, and I understand. So when I tell you guys, kick him to the curb, let his ass go. Don't think that I don't consider that there is an attachment, but the reality is that your life is probably gonna be better without him. I'm just saying. So I let go. Choose you. So check this out. We had because to me that's like the most significant thing. That was in like, let's say November, right? Exactly a month later, this person gets into a car accident. He's okay. Don't worry about him.
He's alive.
He's fine. He's still breathing. Gets into a car accident, and up until that point, we've been broken up for a month. We haven't seen each other, but we still talked here and there because, of course, he's trying to work things out. But I was just like, I was trying to hold off as much. It's so easy to revert back to what's familiar, right? So, 1 month later, he gets into his car accident and totals the car that he had, of course, which was the only thing that was keeping us together.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We had a car loan together, and 1 month later, this happened. Car is totaled. The insurance was gonna pay it off.
Is that what happens?
That is what happened. In this case, I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought that we were still going to have to. Right. Well, he was gonna have to pay it because he was the one paying and not me. But we were trying to get things together because we're gonna get married. We're gonna do like the process, and we need things with both of our names and all of that. So that's what that was,
Oh wow.
And to see like the last thing that was kind of like biting me to this person, like, bye. I was like, oh, okay, universe, I hear you, and I wasn't questioning you, but now I really know that this is what I'm supposed to do. And that was December. This whole year, that was December last year, right? This whole year, I've had like the best year that I've ever had. Like the best year, just when it comes to me, myself, personal growth, and really starting to see like I feel like I'm barely seeing the tip of what I can accomplish.
Oh, that's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Like, I'm just
estoy
scratching the
enamorada.
surface.
Estoy enamorada de mí. Estoy enamorada de la vida. Like, I'm just.
And when you're like that in that energy, because she said a keyword, you guys, okay? Gratitude.
Yeah.
She's living in gratitude. So there's a scale of emotions, and the energy, emotions, everything's energy and frequency, right? So there's levels to frequency. The lowest emotion is fear and shame and culpa, like guilt. Those are the lowest ones, okay?
I spent my life in that for 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she was in the gutters, yo. Energetically, she couldn't attract anything else. Because that's just what she was vibrating in. And if you think about it, in those years, our friendship was never even really like.
Well, that's what I was manifesting.
Yeah.
Negativity.
Okay. So remember that. Now, to the easiest way, and it's been proven, to elevate your energy is to start being grateful.
Yeah.
And what did she say? She synced into gratitude, and every day her gratitude began, right?
Yeah.
What happened? The universe started shifting everything rapidly, because that is what gratitude does. So if you are stuck and you're like, tengo mucho miedo, there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of shame, there's a lot of guilt, I promise you guys, do this. And I just spoke to someone who was talking to me recently, and she said, I don't know how to move from here. I said, start with gratitude. Don't try to jump from gratitude to like happiness or joy. It doesn't work like that. You slowly work your way up, okay? Anger is higher in the energy scale, frequency scale, than fear. Anger is 50 points higher. So even if you just shift from sad or fear, vergüenza to anger, you're already energetically a little higher. You're not that high, but you're a little higher. Okay? Yeah. So ellas estaban empezando a enojar. Yeah. This is not working out. What the heck? Right? So then that made her click to gratitude. And slowly but surely, you start elevating yourself. Right? Yeah. And that is the secret to energetically lift and your frequency up. Start being grateful. Start being grateful.
But I will say that in order for you to be grateful, you have to surrender.
Well, sometimes it starts with just being like, remember when I was telling you, I used to just be like, okay, I'm grateful for this, grateful for that, because it's something new. When it's something new to your brain, to your body, to your mind, no te la crees a veces. Es como affirmations. You're saying, oh, I'm beautiful, but you're just saying it to say it. It takes at least 29 days to 28 days for a new habit to kick in. So even if you just wake up and you're like, okay, I'm grateful for, I have a job. I was able to buy this today. Right. I was able to get lunch. Okay, I'm grateful for those things. You starting to rewire your brain. And that's what you started with.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. For example, like let's say, when I first lost my job and I was like making deliveries just to make enough money to pay my rent and all of that. And I used to hate it so much. Like, because I'm like, and this is no shade to people that do that, because whatever. What I'm saying is that I'm like, I'm so smart.
Ya se estaba enojando.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
She went.
Yeah.
Energetically.
Yeah, I was pissed. I was angry. I was very angry. I'm like, I was angry at life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I am very smart. I am determined. I am all these things. Like, my life should be up here right now. I should be like running shit at a company. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yo todavía me estaba aferrando a cosas que no eran para mí. That's the truth, you know? Yeah. And I said it last time, right? I always revert back to what happened that led me to be in this place now, and thinking like, if I wouldn't have done that, and that was not getting me anywhere. So once I finally confronted, which it wasn't immediately, it was up until recently that I really, really confronted that. I'm like, but life can really be whatever you want it to be.
100%.
And why am I limiting myself to having a corporate job in a mediocre relationship? When I can do anything that I want.
When you can create your own company. Choose the life of creator,
you know what I'm saying?
Whatever it is. Yeah. Louise Hayes, she's a famous lady, she says, how do you see life?
Right.
Is life attacking you, or is life working for you?
Right.
There is no other way.
Yeah.
And ask yourself that. If you're watching this, ask yourself, how do I feel? Is life always just unjust with me? Is it always attacking me? Because that's what you're creating. Or, you know what? No, life is good. Life is beautiful. I can make it work. Guess what? Life is going to work out.
Yeah. Talking back about my life 2 years ago, and when I was like, I can't do this. I don't want this to be my life. I'm so unhappy. Like, I had no purpose, right?
Mhm.
And I was already tapping into my spirituality a little bit. And I remember it was 11/11. Remember, I brought it, I told you about this. So it was 11/11, 2023.
Yeah.
I did a manifestation ritual. And in that manifestation, I asked God and I asked the universe, this, I kid you not, these were my words. I said, show me what needs to change in my life in order for me to be happy, because I am not able to see it and I'm not able to make those moves. Those were like exactly the things that I said. And I didn't go into it. Here's where I think that it's important, right? Because we can say a lot of stuff, but if we don't believe it and there's no intention behind the things that we say, then they don't come to fruition,
100%.
right? So intention is so important, and surrendering to, like, did I have a clue what was gonna happen? Hell no, I did not have a clue what was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I believed that something was gonna happen, and whatever was gonna happen was gonna be for my higher purpose. Sure enough, 2 weeks later, I get fired from my job. From one day to another, like, I walked in there thinking I was gonna get a promotion. I thought I walked in there thinking it was gonna be something, and I was like, I remember sitting there thinking, like, what the hell?
What do they say? Be careful what you wish for.
Be
You might
careful
just
what you
get
wish
it.
for. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to surrender, and you have to remove the fear of, like, what if I lose this thing that I really want?
Yeah.
Because that's what I think, like, most of us hold on to,
Of course, it's the
La
la
costumbre es
costumbre.
más fuerte que el amor. Yeah.
Eso, because we are humans. Humans
Yeah.
are animals of habit. We like our habits.
Yeah.
That's just part of it.
We like what's comfortable. We like what's familiar. We like,
And you find you're human and you think that's it. Why would you know what I'm saying? It starts to get, you get in the routine, it feels good, it's flowing. I mean, there's problems, but the problems aren't big enough for you to be like, ¿por qué me voy a mover?
Yeah, like, I think even with my relationship was kind of like, yes, we had issues, but it wasn't like he did this to me and I'm like, F him, I don't want nothing to do with him.
And at the end of the day, your job was paying your bills.
My job was paying my
How
bills.
do you
Yeah,
make
and also,
yourself?
like, thinking, like, if I quit my job, where am I gonna go? What am I gonna do? I
Yeah,
wasn't in
you
a
were,
position to get another job.
yeah, you were
But I didn't
embarrassed.
believe in myself, and that's where I fucked up.
Yeah, once you stop,
Yeah.
because once you stop believing that you have the power,
Yeah.
that's when things get.
And that was like my rock bottom, is not believing in myself.
Yeah.
And look where it landed me. And so after that, me saying, show me what needs to change. And then I lose my job within 2-3 weeks. And then with another 2-3 weeks, me and my partner break up. Like, when you're going through moments that are changing your life, you're trying to hold on to as much familiar as possible.
Of course.
So even though we broke up, there was still the willingness to work it out, And
well, it's like you tell God. I know, like, I did this a lot. I did it a while, different guys. I would always get to the point of like, ya empezaba mi gut feeling, oh, this motherfucker is not for you.
Yeah.
And then I would always do that famous prayer, God, si no es para mí, quítamelo.
So I feel you, girls, if you're going through it right now, or boys, because sometimes, like, there are some things that we want so bad that we don't want to let go,
Or vice versa. You're like, you keep praying for something and then it comes and you're like, but I don't know if I'm ready. Like,
is there a moment where you feel like, I have to listen to this sign?
Yeah.
I have to listen to this message.
I mean, I can think of work and I can think of relationships.
Pues tell us, we like to see. Story time?
Story time. Okay, should we do relationship first?
Lo que tú quieras, I mean,
okay, we'll do relationship real quick. That's right. And you guys got nothing but your tea ready. And
yeah, so remember
the relationship. I mean, it was okay. I had moved into this. Let me just tell you guys. I had moved into this apartment to be with this human, right? And I think I shared this in a previous. Mentioned it. When the time to let go was clear, when I tell you guys, el pinche apartamento se empezó a pudrir. Se empezó a pudrir, you guys. Like, I had already started to apply to other apartments. And I kept getting like no's. And I had told him, hey, I'm gonna move. This is not my area. I'm not happy here. I miss LA, because I had moved to Long Beach.
I was gonna
And
ask
I
about
wasn't,
that too.
yeah, I wasn't like happy anymore. And I felt far away from my parents. So I was like, I need to go back to my home, LA. And you guys, I applied. No me estaban saliendo las oportunidades de apartments. And I was like, what am I going to do? And he didn't move a muscle. But things were already going south.
Mm-hmm.
And so he said, oh, okay, well, let me know where you moved to type of stuff. You know, and I was like, oh, where's? And I kid you not, I applied to where I'm currently living at. The week that I went to go see my current apartment, it started to pour in LA really, really, really bad. So I was like, oh my God. So I was going in and out. And then the day that I signed the lease, she said, te voy a dar las llaves antes, 2 weeks and ahead. You can move in. You don't have to pay for those 2 weeks. Just move it. It starts officially next month. You guys, I get the keys. Esa noche, it poured so bad in LA that the roof, the water seeped in y se empezó a podrir. Like, you got black mold coming. And I'm like, what is happening? Le mando mensaje a la tenant. I'm like, hey, like, the roof, bro. I was like, what about if it falls? The next day, I look in the closet y empezaron a salir bichitos. I don't know if they were water from the water tube that they had seeped in. Mm-hmm. I got freaked out. I said, Mom, there's fucking, like, and it was, I don't know if they didn't look like ants. I don't know where they came from. Mm-hmm. And they were just walking. And I knew if I leave this, he's out. He's never going to go to my new apartment. Right. And he never did. To this day, I can say he never did because we were done. I feel like energetically, I was so ready that yo solita causé eso to physically, because I'm a Taurus, I like my comfort, to push me out. Mm-hmm. And so then when I saw the animals, I pushed my bed out of the wall because I was like, whatever, se me suben a la cama, I'm going to go to my new apartment. I don't want to take this with me. Right. The next day, I gave my mom my keys and my dad. They packed all my stuff from my old apartment and they met me in my new apartment. Period. And it all happened within 48 hours. Yeah. Like, that's how fast it happened. And I was like, okay, it's done. It's done. And he was kind of like, oh, where are you living at now? Don't worry about it. Unless you're going to pay the rent, don't worry about it. And the way we ended up breaking up officially, because at that point we weren't even together. No. It was just like, not officially, like done. But I already was hearing rumors that he was seeing someone else, the whole shebang bang. And of course, you know, the confrontation happened, deny till the day you die. Mm-hmm. And what made it final was I was a little intoxicating. And I got in people's faces, aka his face, that human's face. And homeboy raised his hand. And I was like, oh, well, this is it. Thank you. We're done. Thank you for confirming it. Thank you. I didn't flinch. I just said, bye. Yeah. You know? And so, like, that was when I didn't listen. I felt like because I wasn't listening to me knowing damn well it was time to move on. Yeah. Although, physically, my environment. Well, it could have just gotten much worse. I think so, too. Yeah. But to me, the apartment rotting like that was like the biggest like, you couldn't live in that apartment anymore. I could not live there anymore. You know, it was crazy. Yeah. It was crazy, but I was like, I think I could. Well, you felt it. Yeah. You felt like this is what I have to. And I moved into my new apartment and literally, like, obviously se sentía triste en las primeras noches because I was like, if you've gone from a big Latin home to like living by yourself. Oh my God. We have to make an episode about that. Like, yeah, the first because I remember when I first moved to my apartment, I used to sit in the couch and cry. Girl. And I would be like, why am I crying if I wanted this? Yes. I wouldn't turn off my lights. I wouldn't turn off my lights, bro. I would go to sleep with my lights on. Because I was like, tengo miedo. Y si me sale el cucuy, uy, no. Yeah. It was, especially, I think, going from like living in a house that is more isolated, more private, to going into living in a building, an apartment. I never grew up in there's so many people around me. Strangers. And you know me, like, you could just walk past my window. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was a lot. Yeah. But I was like, nah, I wanted this. Yes. So that was the relationship. And then work, well, the signs were everywhere. Yeah. I think I shared this in a previous one. Yeah. Energetically, every time I would come home from work, I was like drained. Yeah. Like, emotionally, I felt like someone was like, you know, that feeling of betrayal. That's what I would walk out feeling.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there was guilt because I was like, how am I allowing myself to do this to me? And I have a day job already.
Mhm.
This is supposed to be my extra job that's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And it went from being fun and joyful and making money to like misery.
Yeah.
Misery. Like I'd be walking, I'd be like low energy, culpa because I'm still here. Why can't I, what you said, why can't I believe I'm capable of
Yeah.
surviving or
Why
like
am I
just making it?
limiting my potential?
My potential. When I took that initiative and I put in my 2 week notice, I felt a burden off my shoulders.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I can either do it myself or wait until I get my ass kicked. So I'd rather just do it now.
Yeah.
You
And look at
know,
you
girl, okay, here we
thriving,
are, thriving.
making it happen still.
Yeah. And recently, like I just shared, I went to a place
Mhm.
and I was like, I
You
am so
tap back
grateful.
into the environment.
Yes. Full circle,
Yeah.
right? A whole year
It's
later.
been a week of full circles.
Yes. A
Mhm.
full circle. I felt like I made the right decision.
Yeah.
Everything that happened when I was there in that 2 hours or 3 hours confirmed that I made the right decision, that I'm in the right place, and that I am surrounded by the correct people now
Yeah.
and the environment I've created for myself.
Well, because if you look at your life right now and you think back to maybe even 1 week before you quit that job, right?
Yeah.
Comparing what your life was like, how you felt, and then comparing to where you are now, it's almost like, I don't know about you, but for me, it's almost like I can't even imagine my life right now still having to go to that fucking job.
Oh my God. Same.
And I had it, I technically didn't even have to go to work. Like,
To
I
work from
literally,
home.
I was on a salary, so I got paid a certain amount of money, and
That's
I
true.
knew I could do my job with my eyes closed and my hands tied. That's how much I had outgrown that place. And the fact that I basically was like responsible for myself and I didn't have like staff to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like I was completely on my own. Like it was very comfortable. But I cannot imagine having to still go to that job. Or I cannot imagine having to still live the same life I was living 2 years ago.
Yeah. No, and I don't think I could create what I'm creating
No, we
now
can't.
because cuando vivimos en esa energía that I said, there's no room for creativity
Yeah.
because everything is so blocked off. I mean, I would get off work and all I would want to do is sleep. Sleep is related to depression because you are
Yeah.
just not
Well,
happy.
not for a Pisces though, because we love to sleep. I will say, even right now that I'm happy, I
Taurus
still
too.
like to sleep. Like
Taurus are known for sleeping.
the Pisces are the
But
sleepiest of all the signs.
but it's that I want to sleep because I don't
Oh
want to.
no, yeah, I don't want to
face
wake
my
up.
life.
I don't want to wake up. I don't want to face
I
my
don't want to go
life.
there. What tools are you currently using to heighten that intuition, to expand it, to grow it as you continue to tap into yourself? Obviously, you're a new Marianette.
Yeah.
You're the 2.0 glow up Marianette.
The Marianette Premium.
That's right. We loud about it,
Yeah.
okay? So, what are you currently doing? Do you think that's working for you to get here? Because we just said what all like we've done and how we've tapped into it. But for anyone watching and they're like, okay, well, girl, where do I start? I said start in gratitude.
Yeah.
And then what else are you currently doing that's really working?
Okay. Number one thing, of course, is gratitude, right? Because even like we said, if your life does not look the way that you want it to look, see the good in it so that you can be open to receive more of that.
100%.
Right? And an example is my current job or my current way of making money, right?
Yeah.
Because initially, and I landed there by faith, really. Like
faith.
it literally came and found. They reached out to me, and initially I was like, I don't want to do this. This is not what I want to do. This is not what I want for myself. And mind you, I still didn't have nothing concrete, but I'm like, this is not what I want for myself. And I took it because I'm like, okay, at least give things a try. So that's one thing that I will say. For me right now, I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I could at least give this thing a try. And then I can pay attention to see if it's serving me or if it's draining me. If it's draining me, it has to go. If it's serving me, let's embrace it so that I can get more of it, right?
Yeah.
And what is something that I really enjoy doing?
Cooking.
What do I get to pay for now?
Cooking.
I get to cook every day, all day.
Yeah, and I get to enjoy it too.
Yeah,
and
my friends get to enjoy. And like people have. I am gonna start selling my food, just so you guys know it's coming, because people
You
been
guys,
asking.
I know.
People have been asking.
It's worth it. If you're in the LA area, get ready, because
I'm gonna.
Amiga is dropping it, and it is worth every dollar, you guys. That's what's working for you. Gratitude.
So for me, it's like,
what are the rituals?
I could be just thinking, well, while I'm there, like, this is not what I want for myself, right? Because I can choose to see it in a different way, but then I'm like, wait, I get paid to literally do what I like to do, and then I said, how can I make this even better? Find other ways to make money while I'm even there, because I could do it. So that's like choosing, right? To see things, whether they're draining you or they're uplifting you.
100%.
So for me, it's just that, like, just soaking, and I said it last time, right? Like soaking in all the things that make me feel good. Soaking it all in. Like this makes, like today, oh my God, I was so excited. Like, of course, getting up is still difficult for me in the morning because I like to sleep and it's cold.
It's cold.
But you know what? I was so excited because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go get some coffee. We try some tacos de canasta. We support street vendors because they're going through a very difficult time right now.
Yeah.
So we got some tacos de canasta, which you guys go look for them. They're on Hawthorne by the 105 freeway.
They're fire.
Hawthorne Boulevard and the 105 freeway. Bomb. They were bomb.
They were
so we had a little breakfast. We had a little moment.
Go to our IG.
Yeah, we're gonna see a little snippet of what we were doing. Like, so to me, it's like number one thing, like you said, gratitude. But really, really basking in it, and then allowing that gratitude to guide me to the things that are meant for me. Yeah, and being open to receive, and being open to explore and experience, but being alert or aware enough when something is not for me, I have to let it go.
And being okay with that, huh?
Being okay with that. Yeah.
Because letting go doesn't mean you're okay with it.
Right. What about you? Is it manifesting in your day to day or in your present time?
Well, I've been doing a lot of work on myself, so I've learned a lot of new stuff. And now I've been tapping into meditation for the first time. I've been saying for the last 5 years of my life that I want to do meditation. So now I'm doing it at night. And I'm getting really good rest and good sleep. And so I'm doing that. I'm also learning to work with my energy, and that keeps me very in tune with my intuition. My stomach is my intuition, and my hands. My hands like have this sensation that I get, same to my stomach, when I know things are good or bad. And so I'm really working my chakras more than ever. And I used to be scared of chakras. Not that I was scared, but I was like, can I even trust it?
Yeah. Well, we fear what we don't know.
Yeah. And now that I'm really tapping into it, I'm like, whoa. I think I was just not ready to face those wounds that I haven't healed. Yeah. It's okay to not know something, but I can learn it. Or it was blocked from childhood experiences, Yeah. I do journaling. My planners I do a lot of planning. I'm a little type, personality that likes to do journaling and have a planner. So I buy planners that keep me in tune with that. That say what's my affirmation for the day, what am I grateful for, and so that's kind of like just already put into my everyday. That keeps me going. It's very important for us to have a plan for everything that we do. Like, yes, it's good to go with the flow, and I'm a very much like go with the flow person. I gotta feel if the vibes are right. Like I said, I don't ask for much. I just ask for the vibes, the good vibes to be there, and I'm coming. If not, I'm getting out of here. That's all you need, vibes. Yeah, but it is important in order for you to accomplish things, to have a plan, because you have to put intention behind the things that you do in order for you to be successful at them, because nothing really is by chance. The universe, the earth, life was not created by chance. It was intentionally created, and it has been developing over time. But for me, like, I was raised by a parent that up until this point does not have a plan, up until this point does not have a vision. Homeboy is just living his life day by day, and I carry so much of that my entire life, and I've always kept fighting it.
because I did not want that.
And what you resist persists, my friends. Listen to your gut feeling.
I'm resisting all this money. I'm resisting $100 billion. I'm resisting the man of my dreams. I'm resisting
those $1 billion
big old booty and big old titties. Just kidding.
I'm resisting the abundance.
I'm resisting abundance.
I can't.
So is it what you fear you attract?
Yeah.
Oh, I fear the man of my dreams.
Le tengo miedo al dinero.
Wait. I resist and I fear my citizenship.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm a citizenship of the world.
That's right. All right. Well.
Okay.
Continue to trust your intuition.
Yes.
And if you don't have it hard or strong, or you haven't connected with it yet, start with gratitude.
Yeah. And actually, if this is something that you're interested in, like tapping more into it, and we say this all the time, but like we really mean it, like reach out to us. If you like, this doesn't have to be like a content opportunity, like this could be private. We can like talk, we can guide you in ways that have worked for us, so that you, if that's something that you're interested in,
Yeah. And so to close out, we have our affirmation for you guys. Marianette.
Okay, so the universe continues to bless me with the signals that I need in order to be happy and move forward with my life.
The signals that I need in order to be happy and move on forward with my life.
And I continue to be open. To receiving them. To move forward and be happy.
Okay, baddies. We love having you. December's here. 2025 is closing.
I know.
All the magic of December is here, you guys.
Tap into it.
Yeah, and start enjoying those little things in life and being grateful for them, because one day you'll get to that point where you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Look at me. Like Marina says, look at me. Look at me now. I can say I'm grateful to be able to have this podcast.
Yeah, it's part of my healing journeys.
And to have all the support I'm getting from you guys on the other end watching this, like, and get those messages of like, oh, we watched it. Oh, we love this. Oh, I love that. Like, we have our little group chats with our friends, and we love getting those little messages. Yeah. Thank you for watching every single episode, and we will see you next time.
Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.
And to turn on your notifications, because you do not want to miss a single episode.
Don't forget, send this to one of your baddie friends.
It's the holiday season. Yeah. So we give you content, you share with others. Yeah. We give and we give, okay?
Yeah, period.
So catch you next time. Bye, baddies.